Part of the following video contains images of blood and gore. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is America.
We're talking crazy Americans. Let's go.
Don't catch you slipping.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Viral Report. I'm Lamar. Alright, shout out to all the newbies to the channel. If you're new to the channel, we do talk race on this channel. So this is a racial type video that we're having a discussion about today. So if you're sensitive to these topics, you may want to exit the video now, okay? And come back when we do celebrity topics. Alright, so today we're going to rewind time back to Easter Sunday as most people were out enjoying church, punching the clock, or hanging out with friends and family. One white woman in Springfield, Oregon decided to ruin a black family's Easter Sunday. Now this family goes by the name of Matthews. Meet Jessica Hallinger and her husband Kevin Hallinger. Both decided to start shouting racial slurs to an African-American family. Miss Jessica Well-Booty Hallinger went so far as to pull down her pants, exposing all her prejudiced white bushy cobwebs for the entire neighborhood to see. She didn't care that there were children around either. Take a look at this viral video.
You're on our property. You're on our property.
Get the hell on! You're about to get ran over.
Come on, kids.
Go!
I'm not on fucking property.
Then go bye-bye.
Doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Here.
Said it. There you go.
She just talk nigger. That's what they're
Can you
saying.
get the fuck out of
No,
here?
he was cussing her out too, and then
Because you're walking by with racial slurs.
Niggas recording me. For what? You can watch.
you were on his property pushing him.
Don't do it,
Go what the fuck somewhere.
Don't do it,
There's
Rashonda.
kids.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What a piece
Go.
of shit of a person you are.
She's over here in Greg and shit.
I'm 6'4". Yeah, come
Oakdale
on,
Avenue.
because we don't
Oakdale
care each
Avenue.
other, bitch. No, I didn't.
You pushed him. You just pushed him.
It's on camera.
Call us. This bitch is you dirty bitch. I'm okay. How many times did you just
She's
say
on
nigga?
meth, bro.
How
You
many
need to light it.
times? Nigga? Now what? Oh, nigga. That makes it better.
You just pushed him.
Look at your ass, you fat ass. Your ass is hanging out, you fat bitch.
Oh my God.
Hey, you're gonna go to jail for that. Yeah. You're gonna. I almost turned it off too. I swear to God. I almost turned it off.
Yeah, he left you. Pleasant. Boy, 64 Pleasant.
They're walking by saying
You're
nigger.
yelling
You told them to
nigger.
wash their
You
mouth.
all up in my face. Nigger. She won't get her. Throw this block at her, bitch. Go the fuck somewhere. I'm on the street.
Yep, it's 2019 and this is America. Shameful, right? We all know why some, not all, of these white folks are acting the way they are. It's a combination of Donald Trump, certain news outlets, and the fear that whites are on a fast track to becoming the minority by 2045. While 2045 may seem like a far off time frame for some whites are quite fearful of the browning of America and the new America with a majority Hispanic population. Remember when Tom Brokaw spilled some kitchen table talk about how white elites are thinking about the Hispanic population?
We don't want to talk about, but the fact is, on the Republican side, a lot of people see the rise of an extraordinary, important new constituency in American politics, Hispanics, who will come here and all be Democrats. Also, I hear when I push people a little harder, I don't know whether I want brown grandbabies. I mean, that's also a part of it. It's the intermarriage that is going on and the cultures that are conflicting with each other. I also happen to believe that the Hispanics should work harder at assimilation. That's one of the things I've been saying for a long time. You know, that they ought not to be just codified in their communities, but make sure that all of their kids are learning to speak English and that they feel comfortable in the communities, and that's going to take outreach on both sides.
Tom was spilling so much behind-the-scenes truth, so much so that the white elites made him backtrack.
Tonight, NBC News weighing in on controversial remarks made by veteran anchor Tom Brokaw about Hispanics, releasing a statement moments ago saying Tom's comments were inaccurate and inappropriate, and we are glad he apologized. Brian Stelter is out front.
Hispanics should work harder at assimilation. That's one of the things I've been saying for a long time.
Veteran TV journalist Tom Brokaw now trying to walk that back, apologizing for his statements about Latinos not fitting in to American culture. Now, dozens of Latino leaders are demanding more from NBC, saying his comments are part of a legacy of anti-Latino sentiment that is spreading freely in 2019.
A lot of this we don't want to talk about. But
Brokaw, speaking on Sunday's Meet the Press, said many Republicans see the growth of Hispanics in the U.S. helping Democrats.
Also, I hear when I push people a little harder, I don't know whether I want brown grandbabies. I mean, that's also a part of it.
There, with talk of racial animus, he upset some on the right, like Texas Land Commissioner George P. Bush, who tweeted, "I am one of those little brown ones, and I was loved by my grandparents." What Brokaw said next about conflicting cultures stirred even more anger.
They ought not to be just codified in their communities, but make sure that all of their kids are learning to speak English and that they feel comfortable in the communities. And that's going to take outreach on both sides, frankly.
What many people heard was an old and unfair stereotype. Brokaw, who covered the civil rights movement, seemed out of touch with America today. Texas Democrat Joaquin Castro called the comments xenophobic and called Brokaw stunningly ignorant of Hispanic culture. When Brokaw first expressed regret, tweeting, "I feel terrible, a part of my comments on Hispanics offended some members of that proud culture," the National Association of Hispanic Journalists called Brokaw's comments inaccurate and slammed him, saying it only further demonstrates Brokaw's lack of understanding of what forced assimilation does to communities. The 78-year-old special correspondent continued tweeting, saying, "I am sorry, truly sorry, my comments were offensive to many. The great enduring American tradition of diversity is to be celebrated." And meantime, an alliance of Latino groups wants NBC to do more to show the changing face of America.
We all know that it's no secret that younger white adults have slowed down on having kids due to reports of lower sperm count in white males, and in some parts of the country, whites are dying at a mysterious faster rate than others. Now, I want to get back to new neighborhood Becky. Her whole situation here was just uncalled for. I mean, you have Jessica in the street, you have kids in the yard, and she's carrying on, and you have vehicles passing by, almost hitting her, and she just didn't care. Something is definitely wrong with this woman. I'm guessing she was upset because some of the family members were gathered outside of the front home of the Matthews. I mean, Jessica even went so far as to approach one of the relatives, chest bump them, and then start blazing racial slurs. And police said that Kevin Hollinger had a knife under his shirt. And if you look at Kevin, his ass was almost a block away while his wife is in front of these people home carrying out and just making a scene. And you can tell, by their actions, what they're probably teaching their kids at home, because it was said that CPS even took their kids, So in conclusion, Jessica was charged with harassment, disorderly conduct, and trespassing. Her husband was charged with the same thing, with the additional charge of being a felon in possession of a restricted weapon. The biggest mental illness in America is racism and the system of white supremacy. And until America can have an actual real unfiltered dialogue around that topic, we will never be a true United States. I want to know, what do you all think of Kevin and Jessica's behavior? Do you think they did anything wrong? Let me know. Oh man, we about to get this party started. If you made it this far in the video, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, like, and that notification bell. It ain't a party until you subscribe. I love you for watching, and I'll see that beautiful face in the next one.